it's the same ones that old boy normally goes on. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Ash. I'm going to accept that. Hi, Alexander. How are you all? From Birmingham. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Donna, my lovely. Okay, that's nice. Right. Before we get started, we always like to do a card for everyone. So you can say hi.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, right. Nearly dropped them all. There we are. Luke's going to South Africa. Lovely.
Right, the opening card is the Angel of Group Consciousness. There we go. And the angel says, I trust and act according to my soul's guidance every day. Soul's consciousness is all embracing and is a strong connection within groups. In the soul dimension, we are not separate entities, and we are fully aware of our service to humanity and the planet. To have group consciousness is to respond to the guidance that comes from the soul and is to be synchronized in the light, in the right place with the right people and actions. There you have it.
Yeah. For people that don't know, I'm Paul.
I'm Luke.
And together we are Double Trouble. I'm always still laughing at that. Right, I'm going to do my acoustic wax. The other day I said, what was it I said? Exotic wax. Yeah. Hi to people that's just joined us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, I do two at a time, so I'm going to pick Lucy Wood and Donna Boy. Can I have 3 colours of you both, please?
Mm-hmm.
Red, pink, blue.
Thank you, Lucy.
Yep, thank you. And Donna, green, purple, grey. Right, I'm going to go away and do my cards, and while Luke, the lovely Luke, brings in some lovely messages. See you soon.
Right. So, boy. Right, just move these little cards out there. Right. Start off tonight with the little Miss Scarlet. Okay. This is who I'll be working with. And here we go. So, Spirit, can you highlight a name for me? Stars on the name you want me to go to. Right. Let's see. Jocelyn Earth. Jocelyn Earth.
That's a nice name.
Yep. I'm being drawn to What was the names, Paul, that you had for reading?
Lucy Wood.
Yeah.
And Donna Roy.
Donna Roy. Okay. Okay, Joffeline, you don't need to worry about colours. It's just a case of knowing that you're happy to go with me. Righty-ho. Okay, Joffeline. The first thing that I'm seeing here in the crystal ball is an image of yourself. Okay? This is an image of you, and I'm seeing you surrounded by nice, lush green grass over which you are walking barefoot. And I'm also getting the smell of flowers in my nose, which reminds me of orchids. So the flowers that are nearby are orchids, which is an absolutely delightful smell, actually. Okay, when I see an image like that, what it is telling me is, first of all, that as you are walking across fresh green grass, bearing contact with the new birth or new beginning of the grass, which is an indication of a new phase or a new start or a new opportunity is on its way to you. Now, the actual smell of the flowers, in this case orchids, is a form of cleansing and preparation. So what is happening around you in this image that I'm seeing is that as you proceed around this grassy area, this grassy bank, the scent of the flowers is rising up in your nostrils, and as it goes inside, these flowers are purifying you from the inside onto the way on the outside, and it is a preparation for the beginning of a new phase in your life. Now, I sense very strongly that this is a new phase that we are talking about is on a spiritual level. So spirit are actually showing me their intentions with you at this time, and that is to get you cleansed from top to bottom in preparation for a new phase in your spiritual life, and to ensure that the cleansing takes place both internally, that's on a spiritual level, and externally, which is the physical level. Your chakras are going to be part of the cleansing mechanism so that you are ready to step forward. When this happens, okay, when this form of cleansing takes place, it heightens up your spiritual awareness, which means your sense or your clairsentientness, which is the feeling of spirit presence around you, will become heightened. Your clairaudience, which is the clear hearing, will be heightened, and subject to the gifts that spirit have given to you, it will also mean that your clairvoyance, which is your clear seeing, will be heightened and well. So that may be going from not being able to see spirit to being able to start seeing shadows and shadow movements around you, all the way up possibly to the fact that you see spirit as you would see someone of flesh, blood, and bone. Okay? That is again subject to spiritual gifts and how far they want this phase to go. But each stage takes you a step closer to the position that spirit have, i.e., the plan that they have for you, and how close or high up the mountain they take you to the promised land. Okay? Now, I've just read there on the message you put up that you've got the hearing and the sensing. Now, they are fantastic gifts to have. So it is likely that these are the ones that are going to be increased quite significantly. Now, I do see around you, in the crystal, I see the etheric outlines of two spirit persons, and I'm going to attempt to link in with these two spirit persons. As I'm only seeing their etheric outline, it's like the yearly gold tracing of a person. So if you were to look at, say, the sign of a male and female toilet and take a pencil and go around the sign, you'll get the outline of the shape, but no internal filling. So at the moment, as I look into the crystal, I'm seeing the outline, but not the filling, if you like, of who or what these two people are. So let me try and link in with these two. Okay, right, I can feel spirit presence coming in from behind me. Right now, as they come in, I'm feeling one going to my left, which would indicate that this is a gentleman's spirit, and one staying over towards my left, which would indicate a female spirit. The one that's coming forward the most at the moment is the male spirit, and as he comes forward towards me, I am detecting what I would say is the energy of a male who is, I'm going to be looking at someone in, okay, a little bit closer. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to say someone who's around 70 to 75 years old. Now, this is based on the manner in which they are dressed that I'm basing this on. And as it comes in, I'm feeling someone who is, excuse me, a gentleman who is one who would not necessarily be upfront for expressing his emotional side, but is certainly someone who would be vocal. Okay, he would say what he thought, and he would say it in the manner which he decided. And he is also a person who would not be very slow at telling you what he thought of you. So that's a person who doesn't suffer fools gladly. He wouldn't entertain fools. Neither would he entertain a sense of belittling. So if someone was to disrespect him, disrespect his family, he would express an opinion using terms which I would never dare say on a live. Let's just say, you know, he would call a spade, and he would be all about this. Yeah. As a father, he is someone who believes strongly in discipline. Everybody was to know their place, and his word was the final word on everything. Okay. His lady would almost certainly go along with everything he said because she didn't want to be seen or to be the cause of undermining his authority. It was very much set. The man runs a house, the lady is the deputy. That's how he saw it. And anyone showing any form of disrespect, however little, it was dealt with very, very sharply and very, very sternly. Now, he did have a very loving side to him, but it wasn't always shown because of his very staunch and firm beliefs on a man's place. But he could be affectionate towards children. But as children got older, he was more expecting to be shown respect than anything else, and also to be supported in his ways. The lady that comes into my side here, I mean her no disrespect when I say I sense very strongly that she considered her position to be that of a yes lady. And what I mean by that is his decision was final and she would always agree with it, even if you like, inside here, she thought that ain't right. Or I don't necessarily truly agree with that, but I will agree to it because it's the right thing to do. Yeah. Now, she was definitely a very loving mother who would always show her emotional side. You know, she would show unconditional love, because as I look through her eyes and see my reflection, I can see the heart as it beats. Okay, it's pushing out a lovely pink color here, which is an indication of unconditional love. And this is directed at the children particularly, but it's also shared with the husband, because she felt it her duty to support him in everything he said and everything he did. Even, should we say, even if she and herself thought it was wrong, she would, out of a sense of duty, always support that decision. She would also be very much a traditional mother figure. You know, she would raise the children, clothe and feed the children, tend to the home, keeping it spick and span, produce absolutely adorable food for the family. Sometimes miraculously, because she didn't always have everything she wanted to have in the cupboards, to say, but she came a very good dab hand at producing a fabulous, nutritious meal out of sometimes absolutely nothing. And she did so on some occasions on a wing and a prayer. And it was more a sense of, yeah, I would say she was a very proud woman, okay? But she had a fantastic skill around making fabulous meals out of very, very little in the cupboards. And they always tasted amazing. And some of it, I have to be saying, is, I sense, very much a recipe that was made up as she went along. Yeah. Because if you follow a recipe book, it says you must have this, 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 and this. Well, she might have this and this, but didn't have that and that. But she still managed to make it look like and taste like it's supposed to from the book, even though she didn't have half of the ingredients. And that in itself was a very, very amazing skill. They are very much the outside looking in, the happy couple. But it wasn't always like that, because like anybody else, they had their disagreements. But to avoid prolonged arguments, she very much would just say, you know, agree with his point of view in the end, just so that that little episode could be put to bed, and the harmonious, call it love affair that they had between each other, could continue unabated. I do sense, however, that there were opportunities she could have gone away, disappeared, if you like, but out of her self-sacrificial love for children, family values, and the fact that vows were taken, she didn't want to disrespect herself and the rest of the family by walking away, even if the opportunities arose in front of her. I do sense, and I do feel very, very strongly that she still very much comes to the family home in visitation. Now, the reason I say this is because as I look through her eyes into the outside world, um, I can sense very, very strongly that she wants to keep a very strong and close eye on yourself and how you develop. Um, she feels, in some respects, quite comfortable coming in and just sort of, oh, all things are going well. Oh, that's lovely. To let you know that she's around, she's tried many things to get your attention, just so that you would acknowledge her presence. One of which I can say is she has, on a number of occasions, moved objects around. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. If my hand was a coffee table, and in the middle of my hand there was for example, a lamp or a vase or something significantly large that immediately your eyes are drawn to it. And most people place the lamp or the vase in the middle of the table, right? So that has its place. It's in the middle. That's a certain place. She has come along and moved it. So it's no longer sitting in the middle of the table as it should do. And she has done this in the hope that somebody would notice that the vase or the lamp has moved. Okay? And she's done this on a number of occasions. And that is how she has been allowing you to see that things have moved. And smaller objects have actually moved from one place in the house to a different place within the house. An example I'll give you of something like that could be a set of car keys normally sits in the kitchen table, on the kitchen table, okay, so that they're easily obtainable the next morning, okay, and you leave them on the kitchen table as an example, but you actually find them the next morning and they are in, for example, the bathroom. Now there's an example of your mum moving them in such a manner that the only explanation you could have is somebody's moved them, but you don't know who. Who has it that's moved it, okay? Or tiny objects like a serving spoon, a jar of pickles, things like that, that you could obviously spot have been moved, but you don't understand how it could have been moved and who moved them. Mum wants you to know that it is her. And I'll say to you, when you spot the movement of an object like that, say it out into the air. I see that, Mum. Thank you very much for visiting. Because once she gets the acknowledgement that she knows she's been recognized and that you are recognizing that it's her around the house doing it, then she can concentrate her energy on another form of communication, such as making sounds so you can hear her, i.e., by calling out your name, so that you know that she's there. But every time you see something that hadn't been moved and you know it's no one else in the house that's done it, acknowledge that as to your mum, because it helps her then know that you are aware that she's there. Okay. Now, the gentleman concerned does pop in, but in a less frequent regime as opposed to your mum. And the reason for this is he feels obliged to respect your privacy and the fact that you're no longer a child, so to speak, and he feels he should give you that form of dignity and respect boundaries. Um, Mum, on the other hand, is more happy just to turn up because she can tell how much your love for her still holds strong on you. And so it attracts her and you're attracted to her. So you're bound to meet up safely, securely, and peacefully within the home. It's just a case of acknowledging her presence when you see the signs that she's leaving you around the home. She very much has a very strong love energy for you, which actually it makes my whole arm and the side of my body here all tingle when I sense that love energy. And she wants you to know, she wants me to say to you, say that once more. Yeah, I do apologize. It's your accent that sometimes I find difficult. She wants to say to you that she loves you. She misses your touch. And she misses holding your hand and having those girly conversations. No, not the ones that you can have with men, but the ones that you can always have with mum and share little intimate details about things that you wouldn't tell anybody else. She misses those conversations, and she just wants you to know that she loves you very, very dearly. Father, on the other hand, I'm sorry to say, he's not telling me anything to tell you. He's very much keeping a distance now. She wants to give you a gift. Okay. The short and that. Right. Mum is showing me a bracelet for around your wrist, and it's a gold bracelet. And let's see how I've got anything. Okay. If you see this, it's as wide as this tube, okay, but it goes all the way around your arm and it's sort of flattened shape. Okay, it's like a flattened shape. No, it's not a watch, love. No, it's a bracelet. Another. It's a bracelet. It's like this. Okay, and it's about that wide, flat shaped, as you see, like this, but it's gold. Okay, and on the inside, she's showing me that she's engraved your name on it, and from mum on there. So she wants me to put the bracelet, the gold bracelet, which is the same shape as this and same width as this, and give it to you and say, this is a reminder of the love I have for you, which is still so strong and so much alive as it was the day you were born. Okay? And she wants you, obviously, it's a spiritual bracelet that she's giving you, but she so wants you to wear it and just accept her love is as strong today as it was the day you were born. But she wants to give it to you. her energy and his energy are pulling backwards now. But Mother, she's showing me this. She's doing this as she goes backwards. Okay? She's doing this. She really does think the world of you. And she wants you to wear the bracelet, or as we sometimes call it, the bangle, with your name engraved with "All My Love, Mum" on it, as a memento of her love for you is strong today as it was the day you were born. So I will leave her love with you. Thank you so much for allowing me to read you. And God bless you, my dear. And take all the love from Spirit and from your mum and from your dad as well, who popped in to say hello. But I appreciate there's more of a connection with you and your mum than there is with dad. But out of respect, he's come in just to let you know that they are still very much together. Okay? So you have a lovely evening, and thank you for coming in from South Africa to tune in to tonight's broadcast. We're very blessed by you, and thank you very much for that. Okay? Right, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I'm now going to invite Paul over, and he's going to show you his waxwork art for you. And it is wow. Okay? I'll be back in a little while once Paul's finished. So I'll say bye-bye for now and see you in maybe 5 or 10 minutes.
Right. Lucy Wood, please. Lucy Wood. Hi, all that's just come in. Sorry we haven't said hello. Hi, Adele. How are you, my lovely? Oh, and just for you, Adele, they are. I can't do the other one because I've got to use the iron. Hiya, Tracy. Right. Lucy, I do feel there is a lot of love around you at the moment, but you're not actually feeling it. You've been quite low as of late, and things are actually been getting you down. The slightest thing has been you've been getting down with it, but this is actually showing me that there is a lot of love around you at the moment, and the peace that you need will be coming, because they're saying you need some peace, you need some quiet. Can you understand this, Lucy? Because of what they're saying is like they've got a little dog here from Spirit that's actually coming in, and they're actually showing doors that on your spiritual path that you are actually going to go through. None of them are wrong. One may take a little bit longer and than the other. The other one may be shorter, but the choice is going to be there, and none of them are wrong. There is a lot of healing also coming around you, and right here, the pink and the blue is all coming around you at the moment, because they do feel that you need a lot of healing. There's a lady here as well, if you can see. She's actually coming in to actually help with the healing, and I do feel she's on a grandmotherly figure. If it's not your mother, it is your grandmother is coming in around you, and she's actually letting you know she's here to actually help you and guide you at the moment, because you're feeling that you're feeling lost, is what they're saying. Things just don't seem to be going right with you. But she's coming and actually letting you know that she is actually around you and being with you, and actually helping with the healing as well. And there is a road that you've been having to cross, and it's been very, very difficult. There's always obstacles in your way, and they're just there is a guide also coming in. If you look here, there is a guide actually coming in, and actually he's actually coming in and walking with you to take you through the safest journey. But they are actually going to come in and give so much of a clear road for you. But yes, there is going to be obstacles, because if you look at this road, look, there's right in the middle. It looks a bit like Pac-Man, but yeah, things are in the middle, but they are going to be pushed to one side and help. And if you look there, there's a door there. And if you look, there is, I do actually feel this is you actually going through the door. So doors are opening, and yet things are starting to look up, and fantastic things are looking up for you. But love your grandmother. She's actually saying when you cry, she cries with you, because she doesn't like to see, she says, I don't like to see my girl crying. But she's there with you, and she cries with you, and she's actually coming in with so much love and the healing. There's also a gentleman here, and he looks a bit like Santa Claus. If you look there, see the beard and the eyes, nose. Do you see that? Oh, bless you. Thank you. If you can give us a review on our page, that'd be fantastic. Showing the key rings. Yeah. There is a gentleman actually coming around you, and it does look like Santa Claus. But I'm being told Christmas isn't a very good time for you, because they said you used to love Christmas, but now it's just another day. They're saying you'd rather just celebrate the New Year and leave Christmas out. But I don't know if you've got children or something. But so you're having to actually be a bit of a, you know, yeah, bit of a Christmas fan if you. But also there looks like it looks like a stag just here, if you can see that. That's actually coming in with you. Yeah, yeah, I could feel that, Lovey, and it is very difficult. I lost my mum over Christmas in 2008, and Christmas has never been the same again. The only thing we actually like is Doctor Who when it's on. But yeah, there is a stag actually, a spirit stag actually coming in as well around you, and they're actually coming in and giving you protection, and there is people actually giving you love and all that. I'll admit I cannot see your brother at the moment in these, but I know he will come through sometime. If not with me or Luke, it will be someone, and he will come, and he will probably give you an ear bashing about Christmas. But yeah, their love is actually coming around you and being around you now, and and I'm going to say bless you. Thank you for allowing me to do these cards for you. If you want the card, message us, and we'll get them out to you. There is a charge, but we also do key rings and pens as well. There's one of the key rings we do. So yeah, it's 3 different sites. So yeah, but Donna Ray, please say bless you, and the love from spirit is unconditional, and that the love will always be around you. Lucy, never feel alone, because you're not alone. Right. Hi, Donna. Right. Donna, I keep on being told that you're still doubting a lot. There's a lot of things you're still doubting. And the thing is, you are a very, very, very spiritual lady. And like here, that there is things that are appearing so much around you. Like here, there's so many here. Actually, there's a baby around you as well. Here. And I actually feel this is mother and fatherly link here. So there is so much actually going around you at the moment, Donna. and there are so many doors opening for you, you know. And when you see them, just say thank you, because they are trying so much to actually get your attention. And like the purple, you know, is spiritual for me, and there it is. But I do feel there is a new things actually coming with you. Can you understand this, Donna? Because I do feel there is new things actually coming around you at the moment. There's stairs to be climbed. There's just so many things actually looking and being around you at the moment. They are, oh, yeah. So yeah, there is so much here, you know, and they are actually coming in with so much love. But there looks someone like here who looks quite miserable, actually, and this is how you've been feeling, a bit miserable as of late. But things are starting to look up. As I say, the doors are opening, and the yeah, things to work on, and like, and here, still loads of faces, doors opening, things are, new things are actually on the horizon for you, you know. And yeah, there does look a mist. If you look here, it looks a bit of a mist actually around, and this mist wants to disappear and actually come in. And look here, there's a fairy here who's actually coming in as well to let you know that they are about. So yeah, there is just so much here of love, healing, and you know, I do feel this is like you actually sitting here just wondering what you're doing and actually letting them know, you know, talk to me, talk to me. But they are, and you will actually hear them and just say, thank you, I can hear that. Yeah, I can hear that, definitely. Thank you, thank you. That's what we, just acknowledge them. That is what they're saying. You just need to acknowledge them, and that I won't leave you alone until they do. So they're probably keeping you awake as well. So yeah, and I'm going to say bless you for that, and say thank you. Right. Okay, Jodie Jenkins, blue, red, yellow. Okay. Blue, red, yellow. Yeah, you do that, Donna. Right, okay, I'm gonna let the lovely Luke back in.
All right, thank you. Okay, we've got just slightly over 10 minutes left. So what I'm going to do is introduce the it's my dog playing with a spirit dog. These are the Druid Animal Guide cards. So what I'm going to do is introduce them for the last few minutes that we have before closing. So can I have names up, please, for a Druid Animal Guide card? Okay. Jeanette Wood. Jeanette Wood. Here we go. Okay. So I split the pack into, and where should we take it from, Tonka? You sign text on the top. So what I have for you here is the sow. Okay, there you go. That is the sow. And this particular Druid guide, because this is from the Druid mythology that we're taking this from. So I'll just hold it there so you can see. Okay. Right. The sow in itself is a guide, an animal guide that draws close to you. And this particular guide is very much involved with the gift of generosity. Now, as you can see, the mother, the sow is like a wild pig, and it is very, very generous with nutrition and sustenance that it shares with a very large litter. So traditionally, a sow can have anything from 4 up to about 8 or 9 young at a time. So generosity with nourishment and with food is very, very important aspect of its life. And when the sow animal guide draws close to you, it brings with it its sense of great generosity. So when this guide comes close to you and starts working with you, it will work around your concern about nourishment, about food, about healthy eating, healthy lifestyles, all based around what you actually put in your bodies food wise. It will also bring to you a sense of generosity, which means that when it comes to food, you will be very, very generous and sharing with it. So the unexpected guest that turns up at lunchtime, yeah, you'll be apt to show great kindness and generosity by inviting them to sit down, even if it means you've only cooked for 4 and now you have a 5th person. You will ensure that there's sufficient on the plate of that 5th person that everybody gets a fair share of a good, highly nutritious meal. And it's also very much about discovery as well. You will have that sense of discovering things. Let's take example of the sow. They are renowned for finding truffles, wild truffles going around because they can smell them out. So they'll dig around and look for things and may come across all sorts of mislaid objects, earrings, rings, watches, bangles, cash, buried treasure perhaps, right? So it will also place inside your spirit a very, very strong instinct for ruffling around and finding those things that were lost. Whether that means you start turning out drawers or you just suddenly have this impression in your mind and this little voice that says, check under the carpet by the bed. And you'll go and do that, and lo and behold, you find the missing watch, or you find the missing lighter, or you find whatever it is that some people have lost. People are forever losing earrings and end up with, instead of 2, they end up with 1. But your instinct will be able to tell you, the small inner voice will be able to tell you, I know where it is, and you will go and look in this particular place, and hey presto, you find it. So we're looking at the sow as your animal guide that limbers around your periphery, bringing with you a sense of good food, a sense of good eating, a sense of generosity, and a sense of discovery. So I commend this card to you. Well done. Thank you very much. There we have it. Also, let's see who we have. I think Prasha D. I think we can come to you, Prasha D. So a quick shuffle. Right, so here we go. We split the pack, one on top of the other, and let's see. We take the top card. So Prasha, what does Spirit have for you? Well, on this occasion, we have drawn the otter. Okay. Now the otter, a very cuddly looking animal, and yes, in a lot of respects, they are finding their way back in the British wildlife. Now, what does the otter bring? Well, straight away, I can tell you now, a great big sense of joy. Okay, this is a joyful animal that loves the art of play. So what is it going to do for you? Well, when this spirit guide draws close to you, it's going to give you your childlike spirit back. So you're going to start getting the smile on your face a lot more, and you're also going to get the sense of play. You want to play. And what I mean by playing? Well, I'm saying the mischievous individual, mischievous little boy will come back and make a second appearance. you'll start enjoying a lot more fun. You'll want to do a lot more fun things. For example, fun parks. It might give you the sense of, yeah, I want to go and ride those things again because I haven't been on them for years. It's like a new self-discovery. Where has my inner child gone? Well, the inner child is going to be drawn out when he meets the otter, because lo and behold, the pair of you love to play, and that's what's going to bring fun, joy, excitement, and laughter. And that's not all, though. That is not all, because the other thing that comes back from the, shall we say, your second childhood, as is seen with this otter, right, is also your sense of helpfulness. Now, remember the old days where it used to be Bob a Job Week with the Boy Scouts, and you'd go out and help little old ladies and any person you could see on the street, your grandma, your aunties, and doing little jobs for them and getting a shilling to put in your collection for your Bob a Job Week. Yeah. Well, that helpful spirit is going to come back in, and it's going to see you doing stuff and volunteering to do stuff for those perhaps less fortunate than yourself. So you might want to dust off your Bob a Job outfit, because I can see you going out and doing a little bit of gardening for the neighbour, washing the cars for the neighbours, because they can't do it themselves. Maybe doing some shopping for some of your elderly neighbours as well who don't get out very much. Yeah. Joy, happiness, laughter, fun, and helpfulness. Might even see you doing the dishes for your other half. You never know, right? Don't rule anything out, okay? Because that sense of joy and happiness, yep, definitely coming back. I can see you going on the fun fair once more. Get on that carousel and enjoy yourself. But also, I see you very much doing your old-fashioned Bob a Job Week, except this time you won't be collecting a shilling. Now, this time it will be done out of love and kindness and a undistinct sense of helpfulness. You might make a name for yourself for being a kind gentleman again, but it's because you've gone back into your childhood and doing things for fun, laughter, joy, and kindness. So that's what's coming, Crasher. Yep. Look out for it, and be careful of that uncontrollable sense of laughter. It's going to make an appearance. Right. Okay. Well, I can very, very happily and kindly say that Paul is now coming back in with his artwork to share with you. Wow. There's some amazing images there. Right. So I'll hand you back to Paul. Bye now.
Right, Jodie Jenkins. Well. First thing I'm going to say is, look there. You have got a fairy round you, and they're actually doing the fairy dust all around you at the moment, because they're saying that you need a lot of healing, and I do actually know it's healing dust that's actually coming around you at the moment. There is a lot of love as well, and you need to start taking that mask off now, because they're saying you are actually outside, you're completely different to what you are when you're inside, but there's so many things actually around you at the moment, and I know there's been quite a lot of hard things, but things are starting to look up, things are starting to brighten up as well. And like here as well, you look, this is like the pink sea, but this is the baptism of love sea, and they are actually they've actually doing that for you. If you can see the figure in there, it's actually they're actually baptizing you in the love of spirit, and they are actually coming around you. Doors are starting to open widely now, and there's a cat here that looks quite like one of those cartoon cats, like Top Cat or something. That is actually around you as well, and they're actually coming in to saying you need a bit more laughter in you. It's things are actually starting to look up. your mind is starting to calm down a bit, they are saying, but there is still a long way to go, and they are still with you, and you are actually feeling them even more now. And like, look at this, and I do feel this is you actually looking up into the stars, and actually you're actually speaking to spirit while you're doing that. And I'm going to have to cut this short and say thank you for allowing me to do this. And yeah, lovely cards these are. So messages if you want the cards. And yeah, we are going to go over to our site for an hour, and then that's it then. So yeah, okay, thank you very much. Right, now here's Luke to do the final card.
There you go, shuffling like a Mississippi gambler.
Yeah, if you want the cards, messages, and let us know.
Right, our closing card for tonight is the Angel of Care. And the angel says, I am filled with joy as I care for people and things of all nature. Loving care is the sole touch of light in everything we do, beyond consciousness of order and balance. When we care for all with which we have been entrusted, there is also an attraction of invisible helpers that begin to cooperate with the success of what we are creating. I commend that to you.
Yeah, so
Thank you very, very much to all of you for joining us this evening. It's been a quick hour, and unfortunately, our time is up. But we'd like to wish you all a heartfelt thanks for showing up and allowing us to share the hour with you.
Yeah, and we'll be back next Friday, same time.
Unless, of course, we get sacked.
Yeah, so from all of us, good night and enjoy your evening.
Yeah, look after yourselves and each other. Bye-bye now. Bye.